Well, I mean, obviously we found out yesterday that we could make this happen, and we had to make a decision yesterday. It was either not play the game or go up there on Thursday. So it was a mad dash for the coaches. They were in here extremely late last night and got in extremely early. Hopefully, we got a 4.5-hour bus trip. They can sleep a little bit and catch up. For our players, it's a little bit quick of a turnover. Fortunately, we got a lot of playing time this past Saturday, as did St. Francis in their game. So, we should be a little fresher than we'd normally be playing a Thursday game.
In situations like this, how much more do you lean on your leaders?
Well, the other day I actually went up to Andrew Clyde before we even knew anything, and I knew there was going to be some things, and I asked him, I said, hey, listen, if there's a possibility we have to go up there, I mean, do you think this football team wants to do it? And he said, no question. I said, well, then there's no excuses. No matter how hard it is, whether we, whatever the hotel situation, fortunately we secured bus lines to take us up there, but there can't be any reason why we don't go play well. That doesn't guarantee a win, but there should be no reason why we shouldn't go play well.
You have short preparation like this. Where does your focus go, and where does your intensity go when you don't have as many days as you would like?
Well, we turned this into a Thursday practice, so you really miss a Wednesday practice. Cleaning up and doing some other things. Obviously, you're limited both sides of the ball what you can do when you don't know this is going to occur. When you know you're playing on a Thursday, you get an extra day somewhere somehow, you can fix it. But when you don't know it's going to happen and you lose a day, you just got to say, you're going to limit what we want to do both sides of the ball, and hopefully your kids play hard.
Say a word or two about St. Francis after a couple days of study here?
Well, I mean, I think they got two really big-time wideouts, both tall. One's a preseason All-American. Their quarterback's a transfer from Houston, a really good player, a lot of experience up front. Defensively, talking, and I really have, and I should know more, but normally I kind of start to kind of look at their defensive side of the ball, and I haven't at all. But I know Coach Durden said they got a really big-time defensive lineman. Their secondary's good. They do enough to make you work really hard as far as knowing where they're going to be, a lot of movement stuff. But, it'll be a challenge for us. It'll be a challenge for them, but it'll be a challenge for us too.
Aside from the difference in opponent, how much better did your team get between week 1 and week 2?
We played pretty well, and the Patriot League teams are good. I mean, and we played well, and we made plays that we didn't make in the first game, and that's an improvement. Again, I think we were pretty clean the first game as far as no jumping off sides, no motion, no illegal, none of those things that normally happen. So, I was proud of our guys. Again, we went back-to-back games without making stupid mistakes.
When was the last time you had a free Saturday during a football season?
A free Saturday during a football season? Like never. I mean,
if you don't have a game on Saturday, what do you do on it?
We're working.
I know, but if you don't have a game, do you get extra time to check in on somebody else's time? You use that time in ways that you wouldn't normally be able to?
No, we'll work. We'll probably have the TVs on in the office so we can kind of take peeks at games. But we're gonna go ahead and work, and the Saturday schedule for our players, we're going to give them Friday off, and then Saturday we'll come in and watch the film. We won't, if we practice, it'll be a helmets practice just to kind of get a head start on Stony Brook. But we actually got to go play well, and then we got to use this to our advantage to get an extra day or two, leading up to the next game.
Which is a big conference game, so it's almost like less time up front, but more on the back end.
Yeah, I mean, they're all important. Obviously, our conference games are the most important, no question about that. So, and we didn't do this. We didn't make a decision to play this game at this point in time, based on, our next game. We played this because we felt we owed, our football team an opportunity to play a game, and that's the bottom line. I mean, you're only guaranteed 11 opportunities. That's it, and so. We want to take advantage of it. The Andrew Clydes, John Yarboroughs, Brissett's, and all those guys, they deserve to play football. They work real hard 365 days a year, and they deserve to play. Now, I don't hold it against St. Francis at all. I mean, they're doing what's best for their student athletes. And the way it looked yesterday, it was best to say we're not coming down there. And I don't blame them a bit. I mean, you want to make sure, and that's the reason we picked the Thursday, because we were nervous about getting back here, and we wanted to make sure that we took care of our players too. So, you know, that both universities are doing what's best for their athletes, and so it just worked out this way, and we're happy we get a chance to play the game.